Hope everyone's having a good day, and I hope everyone is surviving out there. In front of us today you can see a new product on my table or on my desk. This of course is the Dynamometer car by Rapido Trains UK. This is the re-released ones from when they were recalled with the small glitch on the boards, and I took advantage of a sale for an email which I got from the Model Railway Centre, who had these marked down from 139 down to 83. The reason for my purchase, well, I do have a Mallard, but there's also another model coming out in a couple of months which this vehicle did run behind to make sure it didn't self-destruct. I think we probably know what I'm talking about. Now this model has lots of detail internally and externally, separately fitted items throughout, and some really nice etches over the windows as well. Decoration is nice overall, but is it up to the standard they say Rapido Trains is good for? Well, we'll take a closer look. Overall the packaging is nice, your normal sturdy box, and some good internals to keep it from rattling around, all wrapped up in some plastic cellophane film. Lots of details you can see in front of us here as well. Brake pipes, guards for the windows, and various other bits and pieces. This of course does come with internal lighting, which is activated and turned on and off with a magnet wand. That is picked up power wise through the main bogie wheels itself. So we'll zoom in and have a bit of a closer look in a better lit environment. So here we are in the photo box with some nice bright lights so we can see all the details. I have fitted some of the detailing pack, the additional window guards which are on the ducket end, and also the screw link couplings which go on the buffer beam. Both of these were just fitted with some acrylic varnish just to put them into place and not to damage the body shell, which is a little bit the way I work, just to keep everything in good condition. So we'll go around this carriage starting from the bottom up, having a look at the body shell, details, finish, and how well it actually does. These are all my own thoughts and feelings. I'm sure there are many other reviews on YouTube, and I'm sure and I hope that you'll find all of them useful and come to your own conclusion. So starting on the chassis or the underframe, and we'll start with the bogie of course, and the coupling system of course is a coupling cam and it swings from side to side. On the bogie, nicely detailed, all in plastic of course, with full metal wheels. The power pickup for the lights internally come off the pinpoints on the end, so it gives a nice sort of bearing kind of quality to it. On the underside of the carriage here you can see some nice detail as well as all the pickups etc. on the underside. On the middle of the Dynamometer car we have all the equipment underneath, including the wheel that picks up the speed and transmits that data to the internal machinery. This of course is raised quite a fair way so it does not catch on the railhead as it negotiates the curves. But also on the underside we have again plenty of detail, as you can see here, all separately fitted, battery boxes, equipment boxes and various pipe work and running gear. Starting at one end of the carriage body, this has been detailed with the additional parts in the plastic bag. This is the ducket end of the carriage, and as you can see I have fitted the etched brass guards. Once again we have lots of separately fitted details around the gangway, sprung buffers, as well as separately fitted steps. The The finish is of course very nice with flash glazing in the ends. Moving along the side of the body, we can see the fake or fox teak finish on this carriage. This, I believe, has been applied with a wet transfer, as it were, which is most commonly used by manufacturers when the finish is quite complex in terms of detail and paints and various layering. This is quite common on DMUs or electrical units, but I don't remember it ever being used on other manufacturers on the wood effect, but the result is quite pleasing. However, using macro photography, you can quite easily pick up on the resolution and the DPI dotting which is used to make up the image on that transfer. The lettering and numbers have all been crisply printed, or printed in terms of tampo printing. This is finished in a gold type paint. The glazing and the separately fitted details on this model are very nice indeed and nicely applied. It follows especially the centre part of the dynamometer car very nicely, especially with the curvature in the window in view at the moment. As you can see through the window as well, the detail inside is also exquisite. Moving on to the roof of this Calestri vehicle or carriage, we can see plenty of details separately fitted in terms of handrails, roof vents, and there'll be also some glazing in just a moment. However, one thing did raise my interest on this, and it's the fitting of the handrails. You can see both handrails running down the sides of the raised section of the roof. On this side they're nicely fitted, all glued in nicely. However, on this one's had a bit of a wobble just about here, and it just moves outwards, which is a bit of a shame. So it's a bit of attention to detail, quality control, and it's not been quite fitted or pushed into the hole quite far enough and glued in place, which is a bit of a shame. However, plenty of detail, and unfortunately, of course, when you have detailed models like this and they're all handmade in China, unfortunately some things will always go wrong and not quite right, especially when you're making hundreds if not 1,000 of them. Just looking along the roof line now, you can see all the nice flush glazing as well, which is also patinated to sort of give off a sort of stained glass look. Overall, it is a very high quality coach with very small issues so far. Once again, on the other end of the carriage, we've got plenty of detail. All this was factory fitted, so came as standard, so I didn't fit any of it. So the guards on the windows were already fitted, and the steps down the side here to the roof have all been separately fitted, painted, etc. Really nice details throughout, and despite this model now being a few years old, it's still very high quality despite the small issues that I have seen. And of course, as some of you will remember, these were also recalled in terms of a small problem in terms of the PCB board for the LED lighting array inside. Just a small mention of the LED lighting array. This is also able to be turned on and off with a magnet wand, which comes in the box, of course. So to summarise this model very quickly, I bought this from the model centre for £83, RRP is £139, it was on sale at the time. Am I happy with it? Yes, lots of detail, lots of things painted, lots of separately fitted items, lots of nice etches to add on, etc. Nicely presented, nice box, and overall a very nice solid detailed model. It's very expensive for a carriage, but at the end of the day I think the kit built version is around about £150–200 online. So overall this is the only way, if you don't kit build or you don't want to spend the extra cash to buy one, this is the only way you can actually afford one. And as I say, I picked this up in a sale, and overall I am quite happy with it. A few areas, as I mentioned, which could be improved, like the wheels for example being blackened or painted, would have been a nice touch due to them drawing too much attention due to their shiny finish. But overall, nicely presented, lighting, detail, windows, etches, everything. Very nice model. And they are available still from various retailers around the UK, so if you want one, need one, pick one up. But that's it for now, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.